When I tried to install it, this is a older vehicle, it's a 2011, I realized I was in for some challenges. There's too much rust in the original holes. So I, on the other side, I tried first and entering a screw, and I couldn't get it to enter at all. Well, at first, and I finally got one to enter, and then I started to screw it in, and it was so hard that I actually had to use one of these. But then it became, I was worried that I was gonna break the screw because it was that hard. So I had to come up with another plan. Then I went to get a tap set. So I got this one and this one. I mean, that's the right size. So make sure before you try this, make sure that you know exactly the size, so you don't start messing up making new threads that doesn't belong. So since this hitch is made for this vehicle, I came with a bunch of screws, which are the correct ones. So I went and found the right tap for this. And then, so next challenge was, I put it on here. Of course, I couldn't really move around with this here. So I was able to, I was gonna do this. I was like, oh no, that doesn't work. But I had this tool that will grab anything, so that comes in really handy. So I just put this on the end of this and this one, and I already did these three, opened them up, and it works great now. See, here's a screw. And it enters, no problem. Let me try to hand enter it first. Yeah, right there. And it's working. Now it's gonna be, right now it's getting a little tight. So I used one of these so I can have a little bit more leverage. Alright, so since I don't have a helper, I gotta use this bucket and put underneath one side so I can try to lift up the other side and get a screw in there. Alright, I got one entered in already. That's good. Let's try to get one on this side. I got one there. Alright, just screwed it in a little bit longer, not tight, just so I know sure it's not gonna fall down on me. Okay, three. I'm gonna go back and tighten by hand. I'm gonna get the other ones in on the other side first though. Okay. Alright, so now the hitch is installed. We gotta get the electrical hooked up as well. Alright, so in order to get this one here out, we have to take this one out. And this is a T15. And should come right out. Alright, so some models have just a plug and play, or have a port where you can plug it into here, and apparently this one doesn't. So I'm following the wires that are going to the light in here. So I'm gonna tap into that, but I'm gonna take the light out and see which one is what. And that's a 10mm, yeah, 10mm. Alright, so I unplugged the light, as you see here, and I pushed in this one here. Pull it from this side, because I want to merge the wires on the inside where it's dry. I still don't know which one is what, so I have to do some research on that. Which color is what? Alright, so since my bottle don't have what I wish it had, I have to do this old school way, hooking it up to ground right here, and this one here I gotta turn, say, start with a blinker. So right hand side blinker, I don't know which color this is. I looked online on Google, I tried to Google it to find out. I found a bunch of diagrams, but nothing that told me the right color. So on the trailer, the green is the right side. It could be a green, but there's two greens here. I don't know which one, but I'm going to turn the ignition on and put the blinker on to the right and see. Alright, blinker is on the right side. Okay, this is penetrated and it shows nothing. Try the next green one. That showed nothing also. Alright, let me try the purple one. Nothing. The red one. The red one shows, it blinks. That's good, I guess. So we know that. Okay. And the black one is doing what? That's probably ground. Yeah, it doesn't say, but it's probably ground. Okay, so the red one is blinking to the right. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna turn it to the left and see if it still gives me connection. It shouldn't, but okay, now it's blinking to the left and it should not give me anything, but let's see. No, it doesn't give me anything, which is good. That way we know that. So I'm going to, I don't want to drill any holes in here, okay, but I'm going to run this. There's an opening right here behind, underneath the light, and then you have this rubber thing here. So I'm gonna run my wires in here, let this drop down below like that, and then connect the wires on the inside. All right, so I'm trying to track this down so I don't forget. So the green on the trailer light is going to be connected to red and white. Red plus white. Alright, now the brown is going to be side marker. Okay, now turn this one on again. This time I'm going to turn lights on. That should be just a marker lights, I think. Let's see if that came on here. Yeah, there they are. So again, this is grounded, and then gonna find out which one is the marker light. So we know it's not red. And let's see this one here, the purple. Purple is showing 11.9 volts. So that could be it. But let's also try some of the other ones. Should not, a red shows nothing because we already know that where that goes. Then we're gonna try the green ones. Shows nothing. The other green one shows nothing. And then the black one shows nothing. Okay, so marker, which is brown. Marker or running light, and that is purple and white. I should have been a doctor based on my handwriting, right? I don't need to use this one, but I'm going to use the ohm meter to see if, okay, I have a cluster here, let me clean this up, to see if the black one that I suspect is ground, and then I'm gonna hold that to ground over here. Need more hands. Okay, it's like a makeshift to make it to ground, right? Hopefully that will be grounded enough. And then it's supposed to beep if there's a connection when I push this one down. And nope. Yep, there it is. Okay, so black is ground like I suspected. Okay, that's good. So, what did I say? White. White. Ground. That's the white one on the trailer wire. And that's going to be connected to black, or black and white. Okay. And then eventually the next step are going to connect the yellow, spacing that a little bit, which is left blinker, and that's going to be connected obviously on that side, and I don't know what the colors are on that side yet, but that will be the next step after that. It would be easy to connect it here, but then the connection will be more exposed to the outside, so I'm gonna tuck this back in like that, and then I'm going to open up this one a little bit more and then tap in on the inside here. Right, so I have all cables connected here. So green to red and white, and then brown to purple and white, and then white to black here, and then the yellow one I have to I found I have some spare wire from before, so I've added that in there. I'm gonna run it on the inside of the vehicle and then connect it here. Alright, so just on the other, like the other side, I have to take this one here off. Now we can access that. So I'm going to take this one off. Alright, took the screws out. And it's supposed to pop out. So let's open this up for easy access. Alright, so here we have green, white, you have one black and yellow, and 4 green and white. It's not, it's a guessing game. So I'm gonna turn the ignition on and turn the blinker to the left, and we connect this to ground. Alright, blinker is on to the left, so I have to go through them, find out which one it is. Let's try with this black one, just for the heck of it. Maybe that's a ground, I'm not sure. Nothing. Alright, there's the 3rd green and white. That's blinking. That one there is blinking. Okay, that's connected. Alright, putting it all together again. Alright, these are the driving lights, and they are working. Side light, one here. That one is out, but I guess that's not because of the wiring in the car.